Hey guys, welcome back to the So Yesterday podcast, and I go by the name of D Just. I'm with the one and only Troop. Talk to the people, Troop.
Hey, what is up, everybody? This is season 5, episode 4 of So Yesterday, and we got another great episode in store for you guys this week. And we're going to be going over a number of topics as usual, like we always do. And yeah, today's going to be a really good episode. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy this one. But before we get into that, what we're going to be talking about on the episode, let's start off the episode how we normally do by talking about our week. I know I know you wanted to talk about your trip to New York last weekend because we didn't do an episode last week, and as well as flag football. So if you want to get into that right now, we can start the episode off by doing that. So take it away.
Yo, yes, I do. I want to talk about my trip to New York. So, yeah, I went to New York for, just a trip to get away from Ohio. And it was very, very, very interesting. So, I had no clue what I was in store for when I went to New York. It was very long flight. And when I got on the flight, you got to do the whole check your bag stuff. You go for your bag, your luggage, everything. You got to put your shoes and everything down on the display because they want to check everything. You get patted down too. Now, it's kind of weird, when you get patted down. You got to spread your legs, spread the eagle position, and everything you can imagine in your head you're thinking. But I got through the check lane, and eventually we get on the plane. Now, the plane, anybody been on the plane, you know what it's like when your ears are popping nonstop. And
Yep.
afterwards, you're just thinking to yourself, like, I really want to go somewhere, right? Was it worth it?
Right.
Yeah. But it was worth
I
it.
know that feeling, dude.
The flight wasn't that bad, really, because it didn't take as long as I thought it was. I kind of over exaggerated the flight, though. It wasn't that long. But after I got to New York, we went straight to my brother's place. Shout out to you, my brother Elijah. Anyway, I get there and, put all my bags down and stuff like that. And eventually, this is the key factor right here. Now, I was going there for more than just to see the Liberty game and all that stuff. That I didn't know about the Liberty game till later on. That was a surprise. Originally, I thought I was just going to go to a bar and watch the Liberty game. Turns out, we get to that arena and to keep on going past certain places, and I'm seeing all these kids lined up. I thought the Liberty were in Minnesota, but they were not in Minnesota. They were in actually New York that day. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, these kids are all lined up at the in Brooklyn. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, why are these parents taking their kids to a bar, bro? That's just irresponsible. Like, I would never take my kids to a bar, but I did not know that the Liberty
Right.
was actually playing home. Like, oh, okay, that makes things a little bit better, I guess. And so when he told me we actually were going to the Liberty game, I was like, no way, get out of here! Stop pulling my leg. But no, we're going there. We went in there. I was just going crazy. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. You see Sabrina Ionescu go out there and she's shooting breeze and stuff. See Stewie go out there in her bag doing all her moves and stuff. And Laney and Phoebage and all those girls out there balling and stuff. The game went to OT and it was crazy. It was crazy. But the one thing I want to mention, I the main thing why I went there was because my brother had a release to drop. It was the Cujo tee, and
Ooh.
it was crazy. The way he did the graphics on that T-shirt is just so out this world crazy. And the orange blends in. Cujo has all the saliva coming down from his mouth, and he even ran out the whole theater. And his max ideal was to get 50 people, which he did do that. And so when we first got to the theater, it had Welcome Elijah and Friends right there, welcome him there. And all his stuff was displayed on a table. So a lot of people were walking past, checking out the stuff, and they all liked it for the most part. But this movie here was different because it had a lot of old movies that were, horror films that you would not really see in theaters nowadays because they were just retro. So it's kind of like a retro theater. But I was kind of like contemplated and conflicted because I was thinking to myself like I wondered if they played new movies as well, but I don't know. I mean, I just saw a whole bunch of retro characters. I'm thinking because it's Halloween time, they had all these characters out. I mean, maybe they play new stuff as well there. I don't know, but I didn't get a chance to ask the person all that stuff, but they probably do play new movies there. After that, you know, as after all the excitement and retroness wore off, you know, we saw a little bit of sightseeing and all that stuff. But the thing that was really interesting was I also got all that stuff. I brought my new Sabrinas to New York City. I took them to the game, but and I got some new merch. But the one thing that was really interesting is the fact is I got to meet the new girl, well, his friend. But meeting her was interesting. But she's different, you know, and
Yeah.
she's a bit different, because like I don't usually have much to say when I meet new people because I've met a lot of people in life, but my main thing is I'm happy he's happy. So
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah.
you want your family members to be happy, but I don't got a
Yeah,
good
dude.
read on her right now, so I'm still learning about her. And this is one thing that kind of at the end of the trip, this is the kind of thing that told me it's time to get the hell out of New York City. Okay, you know me, like
Yeah, dude.
always go wrong towards the end with me. When I once again I lost my wallet, man. Now I got to get all that. I'm rebouncing again. But this is not, these things always happen at the end. That you thinking everything's going well, mind you. I was like, all right, but lucky I had the old license that was able to be validated on to get on the plane, go back home, and I'm like, hey, I didn't even know they took old license.
Jeez, dude. I learned something
Apparently,
new.
the old license was good for a year. The old license was good for a year. Well, okay, yeah, it expires in I think 1 year. But anyway, after discovering my Cash App card was being used by somebody else, I locked.
Oh no, dude.
Well,
Shit, dude.
yeah,
It's not good.
yeah, that's how I discovered my wallet was stolen. I locked that.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah,
No, fuck.
I told you
Damn.
5 seconds ago the wallet was stolen. I locked that bitch up, and
Wow.
it
Man.
it wasn't it. It's the principle of the matter, man. It's like certain things I gotta get more responsible at, and you know
Hey
what?
man.
It's a learning experience, and to the person out there that took the wallet, I locked that card, and you know what? You can't use
Hey, well, that was a sign of to get the fuck out of New York. After that, dude.
that. That was my sign. But you know what? This is one thing I did say. I did tell my brother I definitely could see myself, no matter how bad it ended in the beginning. It was a lovely experience, and the first thing that happened when I got there was you saw it on Snap. You saw the little fountain that says "Welcome to New York" or
Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking cool,
oh
man. You were sending me some
oh
snaps, dude.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. I
That's
tried
cool.
to enjoy New York a lot more this trip around. I didn't complain as much as I usually do. I took in the scenery and I enjoyed myself. You know, I think in life we always complain about stuff, and it's just something that I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing. And so that brings me to flag football. Um, you know, this is one thing I want to say. I played today, and I've been doing Special Olympics for at least 26 years now. And you know, these guys we played today, they were talking crap and pushing people. Let's just put it this way: at the end of the game, I mean, we were going back to back for a minute. But in the end, it was 26 to 14, I believe.
Sheesh, dude.
We won.
Hey, good. Nice.
Yes. Now we're going to play the undefeated team tomorrow.
Oh, good luck, man. You
Um,
got this.
I know I do.
Your team's going to kick ass tomorrow.
No.
No?
I said I know I do.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, dude. Kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yep. But that's pretty much the end of that, But yeah.
Oh, sheesh, dude. You had a really good week. Last weekend, you had a really good weekend, it sounds, and today. So happy to share that with you. Well, I'll share my week. Well, how my week was last week, as well as this week, and as well as last weekend, since we didn't do the episode last weekend, since you were out of town. So pretty much for me, I mean, I spent last weekend watching the fucking Cleveland Browns fucking lose again. 1-5, bro. 1-5, and I can't believe I waste 3 hours of my day watching that dumpster fire of an organization. Very fucking embarrassing. So,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to lose tomorrow too, no matter, because Nick Chubb is back, but I just don't see them winning. I don't know, man. Fuck. Anyway, so I did that, went to the grocery store, bought my shit for the week, the usual shit. So, have to go to the store. I'm going to go to the store tomorrow, so then watch the Cleveland Clowns lose again, so can't wait for that. No, bro. Last Saturday, man, since we didn't do the podcast, I pretty much did some laundry. Actually was cleaning around the house, dude. Not gonna lie. Cleaning around this apartment, dude. I needed cleaning badly, so I was doing that. And I was watching some college football on TV. Then I got ready for church. And I had to I had to go to church, man. I go to church every Saturday now at 5:30, so
I commend you.
gotta get that daily week of church in, dude.
That Jesus, that holy
Yeah,
God.
man. Lord Jesus, yes. And
Amen.
I didn't do anything last Friday night, but last Saturday I went to dinner. I went to Bush Pilots Lounge, probably the most finest dining restaurant you can ever have in Ketchikan.
Oh,
and
what?
yeah, man, I paid. My burger was $29.
Man, that burger
I
better.
fucking love it, dude.
Well done, boy.
No, it was good. I got triple burger with
Fuck
triple
yeah.
burger cheese, onions, pickles, and Bush Pilot Lounge sauce, which I don't know what that was. There's special sauce, dude.
Hey, look,
Tastes so good though.
but you still are eating it.
I fucking smashed it, dude. I smashed that bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I smashed so hard, man. You know what Anthony Salter used to say? I fucking smashed. Or he wouldn't say fucking. He'd be like, I smashed all that food.
You don't
I
say that.
smashed so hard.
Ignorant. That's
Yeah, man. That's ignorant.
that.
Anyway.
What would your mom think about that, Cody?
Nah, she's a heifer. That's what he'd say all the time, because heifer, instead of being a slut, a whore, that's a heifer.
Look at that heifer over there.
That shit killed me, dude. I first heard it. I'm like, geez, Anthony, fuck. Anyway, getting back on topic now. I'm going off on a tangent right there.
On topic now, man. No.
Anyway, so back on topic. So I smashed the burger, had a few beers, ended up seeing one of the pilots who flies for Express here at the at the place, and he didn't see me. The guy's name's Nick, and they're talking pilot talk about this bald-headed guy next to him, and the guy next to him was having a bunch of drinks, and I told my coworkers about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, I saw Nick at Bush Pilots." He's like, one coworker was like, "Oh, was he getting vigorously drunk?" I said, "No, surprisingly, he was drinking water." And they're like, "Oh, that's surprising." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It was a Saturday evening after 6:30, man." I was like, "Yeah, I'd probably get vigorously drunk on a Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Why not? I'd do that anyway. Not all the time. Not a habit to doing that all the time, but but everyone can do whatever the hell they want. No judgment, as long as it doesn't affect anyone else's lives or harm people. They can do whatever the fuck they want. So you know what? I'm not one to complain about that. So anyway, so work though for the week was pretty good. I mean, training's been getting a little more stressful. I mean, I'm still continuing pre-flight training as giving you guys updates every week. Last week I did all pre-flight training with my one coworker Robert. So shout out to him. He's a real one. And this week though, training was a little rough because my one coworker Robert, I worked with him yesterday, was giving me shit for. I was wearing sweatpants to work, bro. He was giving me shit for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. He was like, because I wore sweatpants to work all week this week.
Oh no.
And he literally commented saying, "Are you wearing sweatpants, Cody?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Bro, don't be wearing fucking sweatpants to work." And I said, "Robert, there's no dress code here. We can wear where the fuck we want." And he's like, "Bro, I'm just saying." He's like, "What if you happen to meet a girl and talk to a girl or a woman and, you're wearing sweatpants? What's she going to think of you? She's going to think you're a bum, a homeless bum that has no money." And I was like, "Huh?" He's like, we're both making way too much money to be wearing sweatpants at work. And it's like, bro, what do you want me to say? And he was literally going on. He's like, "I was raised in Southern California, and we did not wear sweatpants. I mean, the only people who wore sweatpants was people who lived in trailer park homes."
Damn,
and I'm like, "Damn, bro, you really comparing me to that?" Fuck. But, he was making a big deal about it. And I felt like I was personally attacked. I thought I was personally attacked, bro.
you were offended.
Yeah, I was. He was making a big deal about it. He went on for like 35 minutes about it. And I'm just like, "You know what, Robert? I don't care." I ended up wearing jeans yesterday. And I said, "Robert, I'm really surprised you didn't comment on what pants I was wearing." He's like, "Oh yeah, I see you wearing jeans." I said, "Yeah, man, I had to switch it up after you gave me the talk yesterday." We had a good laugh. And then while we're sitting there after I got finished my training for the day, we're sitting there and he starts singing this country song. I want to talk about the lyrics, man. It's not appropriate for work, but apparently it's a song called by Dixon Dallas called "Bouncing on My Booty Cheeks, I Feel It Deep Inside."
So yeah.
No, it's a song, man, talking about gay sex.
That boy might be gay.
I can't. He's like, pump it. I pump it. I can't breathe while he pumps it deep inside. And I started singing that shit, man. And nothing against gay people. We all love gay people on So Yesterday, so hope no one's offended out there. But we're just saying that I had never heard that song my whole entire life. And he's like, "Yeah, it was on TikTok." I'm like, "Robert, I'm not fucking on TikTok. Okay?" So I never heard of it. So, no, he kept on singing that over and over again, and it got stuck in my head. And I kept on saying, "Bouncing on the booty cheeks, I feel it deep inside." I kept on doing it.
In that song right now, bro.
Bro, I can't get over it, man. Fuck. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened yesterday at work. And shit, man. But my week was pretty average, dude. I'm not sure what I'm doing after today's episode. I'm going to go to church and whatnot. I'm not sure I'm going to dinner tonight, but I'll definitely post some Snapchats. But speaking of yesterday, though, I did go out drinking for the first time in almost a month. I went to see my girl Lauren at the Totem Bar. I missed her, man. I walk up in that bitch, and she's like, what are you drinking today, Cody? And I'm like, Jack and Coke, the usual. And then, what funny? You want us to know what happened, dude? What funny thing happened?
She,
Well, I have to tell you, man. So I'm just sitting there drinking I was on my second Jack and Coke. I'm sitting there on my phone, going through Facebook and shit. And then I hear she comes over to me and she's like, I'm so sorry, Cody, but I accidentally closed your tab out. And I'm like, huh?
you're like, what the fuck?
No, I wasn't mad. I was like, no, it's fine. She's like, apparently there was another guy who had a tab named Cody as well, but I didn't know which last name it was. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. And the dude was at the other fucking end of the bar over there. Was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Cody. I didn't think there'll be another guy named Cody here. And I said, no, dude, you're fine. I'm not mad. And he's like, he came over later and shook my hand and was like, he's like, bro, I'm so sorry about that. I hope you're not mad. I said, no, you're not mad. Fine. And he's like, hope you have a good rest of your night. And I was like, hey, man, you too. And then Lauren comes over and was like, you don't have to leave now, right? I said, nah, I'm not leaving. And then I told her, she's like, oh, what happens if I close out your tab 3 or 4 more times? And I was like, I don't know if I'll get mad after the 3rd time, but after the 4th time, I'll probably get pissed off and actually leave. And she's like, oh, so you're saying that if I do close your tab out 4 different times, you're getting pissed? I'm like, yeah. And that was funny. And then this fucking asshole comes in later, and that's the highlight of the night, bro. That's the highlight of the night last night. Because you know what happened?
What?
Pretty much this fucking asshole who is apparently in the Coast Guard here was being a fucking bitch to Lauren. And I was defending her because he was saying all this nasty shit, being a fucking asshole. And I was really pissed, man. I got pissed off at him because he was being mean. And, I don't like guys who treat women like garbage, dude. Fucking hate guys like that. And he's giving me shit because she was saying, oh, yeah, you're a hater, because she actually got up on the bar when no one was there because she was decorating for Halloween. And there's like these lights that are like right above the bar. And she put like those ghosts, or like those, not ghosts, like the spider cobwebs, like that kind of like styrofoam, not really styrofoam, cloth cobweb things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much what she was doing. And that fucking asshole made a rude comment when she was on her knees. Well, he didn't say it to her. He said it to me. He was just staring at her like the whole time when she was on her knees, putting that up there. And I'm like, and he was like, he said to me, he's like, oh, look at her up there. She's on her knees. And then I'm like, what do you mean, bro? He's like, I'm thinking about something sexual. And I'm like, elaborate, please. He's like, yeah, bro. I'm imagining her on her knees sucking my dick.
No.
And I was like, bro, what the fuck, dude? I said, I wouldn't say that out loud. And I wanted to say something to Lauren. I probably should have, because if she would have found out about that, she probably would have said that's sexual harassment.
Probably
and that's not allowed here, dude.
Yeah, we don't roll that way.
Bro, that's fucked up, man, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And I was just really mad. I mean, it's like she was treating her like garbage, and he tells me, he's like, oh, what do you do here? I'm like, oh, I work at the airport. And he was like, so you just work at the airport on the ramp? I said, no, I work at the flight service station. And he's like, you want to know more about it? And so I eventually went to tell him more about it. And I went on about more details. And he's like, bro, I'm completely lost. I'm like, yeah, I figured you'd be lost. And he told me what he did. And he's like, yeah, I'm at the Coast Guard. And then he's like, but some days I just want to fucking just sit at my house and smoke weed. And then he's like, but I can't because I work for the government. And I said, bro, I work for the government too. I can't smoke weed either. So I said, even though it's legal in Alaska, weed is, I still can't do it, man. Not for my job, because it's still illegal on the federal level in the United States. So, fuck, dude. But he was just going on complaining about his job. I'm like, why don't you go do something else? He's like, nah, man. I mean, I like the Coast Guard, but I don't like the Coast Guard. But, it is what it is. I asked the dude where he's from. He's like, oh, yeah, He grew up. I grew up in Key West, Florida, and he's up here in Alaska now. And he's like, yeah, I grew up on a place where, we were connected to bridges. Roads were connected to bridges on islands. Key West, Florida. People are not. I haven't been there personally, but yeah, he's like, bro, Florida's great. I miss Florida. And he's like, yeah, I miss Florida so bad. I wish I can go back. And I'm like, well, dude, I've never been to Florida, so I can't relate to what you're talking about right now. So
Dude,
I guess I can form my own opinion on it. What was that?
he should take his ass back to Florida.
Yeah. He should take his ass back to Florida. Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I actually did end up telling Lauren, the bartender, about it after he left. I said, yeah, he said a comment to you when you were up on the bar putting the cobwebs up, and she wanted to know, or I just said it was something sexual, and she's like, why didn't you tell me earlier? I would have kicked his ass out of the bar. I'm like, damn it. I kind of wanted to say it because I wanted to see his ass get kicked out and just saying, get the fuck out of here. So,
You gotta speak up.
no, yeah, man. She asked me, though, how I was doing. And I said, yeah, I'm doing good. She's like, yeah, I haven't seen you in a minute. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to cut back on some money because, I'm pretty low on it right now for.
You know why you're low on it, Cody?
No, I don't know why I'm low on it. I'm not going to mention it. So, anyway. So, but yeah, so that was the first time going out in almost a month. And I needed it, dude. I need to get out of this fucking apartment, dude, outside of work. I just need it. So, yeah, my week was good. My weeknight was good. What was that?
Why don't you get that girl's number?
I don't know. She likes me, man. I like her. I don't know. I mean, she knows me. I mean, I used to go there like every Friday.
I mean, dude.
So, yeah, dude. So, yeah, man. So that's pretty much how my week was. So, yeah, man.
I'm gonna issue you a challenge, bro. You should totally get that girl's number.
You really think so?
Yeah, go for it.
Wow. All right. Maybe I'll go for it next week.
Yeah.
Because next Friday, man, the new Venom movie comes out. I want to go see that.
Ask her to go with you.
The Venom?
Yeah.
No, she works Fridays, dude. She's at the bar Friday. Saturday, I know she works in the morning. She doesn't work Saturday night because I used to go Saturday night, and I fucking hate the bartenders that work Saturday night. So I don't go Saturdays anymore.
Dude, you're like Big Troop now. You got your car up there too, so it's not.
I know.
Not gonna be a problem for you picking her up, the girl.
Hey, well, if you want me to try to get her number, I might as well do it. I'll do it for my bro.
There you go.
My bro D Just.
Yeah,
I like it. It puts a pretty good goal of mine to actually do that. So I have to make a goal and get more confidence anyway. So might as well start somewhere.
I mean, the fact that he has a common interest in you and you actually talk to this girl, you got a chance, dude.
Well, I wanted to keep talking to her yesterday. I mean, she did ask me how I was doing, but then she got distracted because she poured me another Jack and Coke and ran out. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get another one." And I actually wanted to keep drinking until I finished off the bottle because there wasn't much left. She kept it out because she knows I get more than 3 drinks every single time I go to the bar. So she literally keeps the bottle of Jack on the fucking counter, right? Doesn't put it on the shelf. She leaves it on the fucking bar counter. And I saw how low it was. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. And then she was pouring my third or fourth drink, and she literally just poured the rest of it. So I got a double. And yeah, that was good. Fucking, she gave me a really good drink. Fucking probably 75% of it was whiskey. So that was good. Or yeah, whiskey. So that was really good. So, and Coke. So yeah, man, I can't complain.
Yeah. So let's get into this first topic.
All right. Well, we gotta go for the quote of the week first.
All right, let's get it.
So for the quote of the week this week, I just thought this would be really good, D-Just. The quote of the week is by Ariana Huffington, and she said, "We need to accept that we won't always make the right decisions, that will screw up royally sometimes. Understanding that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success." I think that's a very good quote for this week's episode. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
That's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful, dude. I 100% agree. So, all right, let's get into this first topic. So the first topic for this episode is We're going to be talking about shit that our moms say or do that pisses us both off.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to start with this one, Just.
Oh, I can, and I will.
Go for it, dude.
For example, when your mom says, I don't have a favorite child. Okay. In certain circumstances, this is maybe true or maybe not true. Because think about it. There's been times in your life when your mom's given more attention to the other kid, Cody. And you're just sitting there like, what about me? Oh, I get back
Yeah, if
with
you have siblings, dude. Yeah.
yeah. I'll get with you later. You don't worry about me. Don't worry about it, Kelly. I'll get to you later. Connor just got an award, so we're gonna take him out for ice cream and a pie.
Oh, fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
So,
Bro. Well, for me, you know what pisses me off about my mom? Why don't you go ask your dad?
Yeah, dude,
about
that's on the toxic list, dude.
No, she literally is like, don't ask me, go ask your dad about it. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I asked you a question, Mom, not my dad. He's like, oh, I don't know about that. Why don't you go ask your dad? Seriously? God, dude, that's so fucking that's annoying as shit, dude. Every single time. Gosh. I mean, I can go on and on about that, especially when I was younger, dude. My mom did that shit all the time. And, you know, I love my mom dearly, but she does some shit that really pisses me off at times. And I still love her. Don't get me wrong, I still love her. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes she does that shit. Even now, dude. Like, before I moved out to Alaska. It's like, oh, why don't you go ask your dad? Like, where he wants to go eat. Or what he thinks you should do.
Oh, I got a good one.
Go for it.
No. I mean, wait, did you finish though?
Yeah, I'm finished, dude. Go ahead.
So let's say you're in the car, right? And
Right.
okay, you want to take your mom out to eat, and this will be any girl in general. All right, you asked him, where do you want to go to eat? I don't know. Okay, well, what's that? I don't know. Well, is that in the French? Is that in Canada? Is that a new restaurant I don't know about? I don't know. I don't know. How in God's green earth am I supposed to know what I don't know is? You ask him again.
Jeez.
You ask him again. What do you want to eat? I don't know. You pick. So it goes into a conversation when you're talking to like 5 or 6 times, and finally you got to pick some crappy restaurant. And you pick Burger King, and you had that like 16 times a week because you know dang well if you ask her, she's gonna be like, I don't know.
Bro, she does that to me. Before I moved out, we used to go out to dinner. My dad would ask her, and she'd be like, oh, I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know where we're going. And then my dad ends up picking a place. And then if I try to recommend something, she's like, oh, no, I don't want that. You fucking asked me where I want to go eat, and then you go saying, oh, I don't know. It just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, over and over and over again. It's fucking annoying. God damn.
Yes.
That shit just irritates me, man. I'm just like, fuck, dude. I mean, I really don't get pissed off that easily, but when my mom does that, God, I mean, I secretly get irritated. I really don't just be like get angry and just say, Mom, seriously, why don't you know where you want to eat? No, I don't fucking just say that, but to her face, I'm thinking about it. I don't fucking want to say it. So
You be wanting to say it, though, don't you?
I want to say it, yes. That's the funny part. Shit. Well, another one that pisses me off. Lately, she's been like, Cody, why you're down? Have you checked your bank account recently? Have you checked your bank account recently? Have you looked at your banking account? And I'm like, Mom, yes. Stop asking me about my fucking bank account because she sees my activity on my bank account She's like, "Oh, what are you spending your money on? What is this about?" And I'll just be like, "Mom, I told you my other account, it's been negative, so I have to move money over there. My assistant's account." I said, "Because I had an overdraft fee of $35." She literally asks me this every single week. Like she asked me about it yesterday. I'm like, "Mom, I know, I have. Stop asking me about it." Like, oh, she always asks me like, "Oh, I see you spend money, you know, on that game," and I'm like, it's annoying, dude. Can you relate?
Uh, actually, I can't relate on that one,
Oh, all right.
but I do relate to the point where I've been asked a lot of questions before in the past about certain things. My mom doesn't. My well, ooh, hold up, I can relate.
Okay, dude.
Let's just say like I can relate.
I like it. Oh, I'm trying to think if there's
This
anything else.
right here.
That
Okay,
What's
she's
up?
like, okay. She'd be like, what the fuck do you mean you need more money? I just gave you some money yesterday. Well, mom, today's a new day. No, you need to budget your money better. And
She
I'll be,
literally says that to me too. My mom does that too.
oh, what do you think is money grows on trees?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
My mom,
That's totally something.
she gets real mad. She'd be like, what do you think money comes out my ass? Like, I never said my ass, but you know what? It comes out your hand.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Study room. Just go. Go. Get looking right now. I'll just go upstairs and I'll just sit down and just be like, well, she'll look at me later. But another
Yeah.
one. Let's just say, you messed up, right? And you're gonna have to go home to face your mom. And she had given me advice earlier. So then this is what they hit you with. I don't know why I even bothered giving you advice. You're just gonna do what you want anyways.
Fucking hate that, dude. God. Fucking hate that, dude. That fucking irritates me, dude. God.
Ugh.
I 100%, I relate to that a lot, so shit, dude.
Yeah, or this one. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a damn door or I'm a broken record. I've repeated myself so much today. Like, get the damn thing off the floor. Cody Fried trip and break my fucking neck.
Oh, you
Gosh.
know what my mom does, dude?
What?
She literally, she asked me a question, I answer her, and then maybe a few minutes later, she asked me the same question, and I said, "Mom, I just told you, a few minutes ago." I said, "Do you remember?" She's like, "Oh, I didn't hear you."
Mm.
I'm like, "Mom, do you have a short memory loss or something?" I love my mom, but still, she does that a lot. So,
But so I got a habit where I can go like days without returning some text messages. So or phone calls. She'll be like this. Why the fuck do I pay a phone bill if nobody's gonna answer the fucking phone? Like, seriously. When I call you guys, you should pick up the fucking phone. And I'd be like, oh. And I want to hear you guys have it on Do Not Disturb. I'm about to disturb something, all right? And it's not going to be your phone. It's going to be your ass.
bro, I can relate to that. She texts me. If I don't answer the phone, she's like, "Hello? Hello? What are you doing?"
Oh,
You
she's.
know?
What are you doing? Hmm?
What are you doing? I hate that. Or if we go out, like we used to hang out. Me used to hang out, dude, when I was back home. Me, you, CJ, and Courtney. Oh, what'd you guys do last night? Where'd you go? I tell her,
Uh,
we went to Akron. We went to Akron. She's like, "Oh, Akron? I don't want you going to Akron. That city is not safe."
Well,
Like,
you
what
want
the
to
fuck?
stay in Stowe? You know
Yeah,
what?
right?
Stowe ain't that safe either. People get shanked in Stowe.
People get kicked and killed anywhere, man.
Exactly.
It's true. Yeah. Crazy part.
Yeah.
Jeez. I hate it. She always asks that every time before I turn 21. Right when I got my driving, dude, when I first turned 18, she'd ask that every single time. Oh, yeah, what you guys end up doing? Where'd you go? And sometimes I didn't want to tell her. Because remember the time we went to the strip club? I never fucking told her we went to the strip club.
I know you talked to your dad about that, didn't you, boy?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, you should
He
have.
had no idea.
I know your dad.
So,
Your dad was sick with strip clubs in his day.
hey, well, when we went to the strip club for my birthday a few years ago, that was, I didn't tell them about that.
Shut up, boy.
They asked me what I did. I was like, oh, yeah, we just went to this bar, had drinks. That was it. Came home. Did shots. Did
Bro,
shots? What? That's dangerous.
your mom said
You
that.
need to watch yourself. You need to watch how much you're drinking.
Your mom.
That pissed me off, too. Like, seriously?
That sounds like some shit your mom said for real.
She does say that, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Like, oh, okay. Made it home. Cool.
yeah, man, that's just... That shit is just annoying as fuck, dude.
I mean, it's kind of hypocritical because she's like, she gets drunk like every Friday, but every Saturday,
every
right?
Saturday, man. Saturday, man.
She doing shots too Saturday too?
No, man. My dad has to tell me, oh, yeah, your mom, she had 4 or 5 drinks. And I'm like, my mom can't handle that much alcohol because she doesn't weigh that much. So it's like, it's even worse, dude. It's even fucking worse.
Like a puppy dog, right? Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
No
Pretty
disrespect.
much, dude.
No disrespect, you know. We on here
Yeah, no
say yesterday, we
disrespect.
love all moms and stuff.
Yeah, we do love our mom.
They tend
In the
to
end,
bother us, you know.
yeah. But in the end, So Yesterday, the host of So Yesterday, Choop and D-Just, we love our moms dearly, and we want nothing bad to happen to them.
I take a
We're always gonna love them, no matter what they do, no matter what the shit that they piss us off.
I kind of have no choice but to love my mom right now. She's paying a lot of my attorney fees, so.
Hey, man, you're being honest, dude. Yeah.
That's love. Love.
Love, man. That's love, dude. Shit. Yeah, man. That's basically what all the shit that our moms do that pisses us off. So, man, I don't know about you. That was a really good segment. So,
I mean, there's a lot more stuff they do.
there's a lot more stuff, but we don't want to run the topic off its course.
Right.
So, you want to get into the next segment now?
Yeah, let's do it. We're not
All right. So, what's up? So the next segment we're gonna be talking about is basically let's talk about addiction, dude. There's a lot of addictions out there, and we can go through all of them.
Okay.
There's 21 different addictions, according to Diamond Rehabthailand.com. 21 different addiction types: physical, behavior, and impulsive control disorders. I mean, I can go through all of these. I mean, obviously, probably the most popular one nowadays is alcohol addiction. Alcohol addiction, drug addiction, food addiction, that's a thing. Exercise addiction, work addiction, self-harm addiction, shopping addiction, video game addiction, gambling addiction, internet social media addiction, marijuana addiction, etc., cocaine addiction, opioid addiction, which is pretty high in the state of Alaska, fun fact. And there's going to be 2 popular ones: sex addiction and the bread and butter addiction, pornography addiction.
Yep.
That's a big one. So
you cover prescription drug addiction?
Prescription drug addiction, yeah, inhalant addiction. And there's also impulsive control disorders, which I don't know why those are on the list, but...
And weird enough, they have religious addiction on here, too.
Yeah, you got religious addiction, yes.
Yes. Hallucinate.
amphetamine addiction, inhalant addiction. There's a lot of these. So tobacco addiction. Yeah, there's there's a lot of stuff, man, here. So I mean, I wanted to share one addiction that I struggled with a few months ago. And believe it or not, I'm going to be open and tell you, D Just, and the viewers and listeners of So Yesterday, that I actually struggled with, I had a really bad gambling addiction, dude. I'm admitting that. You know?
Yeah.
And there were times where I would spend money on basically like, those kind of games out there that they have, like, you could buy like mystery boxes.
Yeah.
And you buy these boxes and you open them just so you can get the top prize. But most of the time you end up getting like shit, or you don't get up anything good. It's like the lottery, man. Or going to the casino. I had that addiction for like a long time. I just recently I got out of that addiction, dude. But I'm not afraid to admit to the viewers and listeners of So Yesterday that there is help out there for people who do have addiction, dude.
Yep. And I think we should.
If you want to share something about it.
Yeah. I also think we should tell them what addiction is. And addiction is.
Oh yeah, addiction. Yes.
It's a complex condition characterized by uncontrollable urges and repeated engagement in harmful activities and behaviors, even when this causes significant damage to health and life. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that's something.
Yeah, man, if it can affect your life, yeah. Shit, man. 100% agree with that.
Do you want to talk about the signs of addiction?
Yes. So, let's see. I'm trying to find where signs of addiction. Wait, hold on. I gotta go. I'm gonna go up to the top of this article. So,
I got it.
you got it?
Yeah. The signs of addiction include inability to control, use, increased tolerance, possession of drug-related equipment, withdrawal symptoms, neglect of responsibilities, loss of interest in activities, lying or stealing, maintain use, and repeated failed attempt to quit. So basically, that is your sign that you're addicted.
Well, yeah. Inability to stop, lack of control, personal problems, health issues, withdrawal, intense focus on substance or activity, increased tolerance, man. Those are the signs.
They have treatment as well. So
there's a lot of treatment, yes.
But on here, they have the treatment options are for addiction include detoxification, cognitive or cognitive, whatever, behavior therapy, and motivational interviewing, medication support groups, and counseling. Now, this is very important right here. The consequences of addiction include physical health problems, mental health issues, damaged relationships, legal and financial problems, loss of employment, social isolation, increased risk of accidents and injuries, as well as overdose and death.
Those last two are very, very serious. Very serious, man.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh, dude. Fuck, man. Well, I'm going to admit again that to be honest, alcoholism runs in my family. My one grandpa was struggled with alcohol addiction, abuse, whatever you want to call it, and I hardly knew him. I mean, he passed away when I was how old was I? 2 years old, and I guess so. I hardly knew him. My brother knew him. My brother Connor, he knew him because he was 4 when my grandpa passed away. And my mom was telling me all the horror stories, like how he used to, go to the bar or whatever after work, and he'd come home and would smack my grandma around. Like,
Well,
that's just fucked up, dude. So, and yeah, and on my dad's side of the family, with my one cousin, he would actually be addicted to alcohol and drugs. He was actually stealing money from my uncle in order to buy drugs and alcohol, man. Like, he actually stole money out of his drawer. Well, he knew where he had the money at, dude. Or he'd find his credit card or something and use that to buy shit, dude. So
that's so sad.
very, very serious, man. So addiction is, yeah, it's not something to mess around with or joke about. Very serious, and especially in life today, dude. It can make it can make you like it can alter your life, dude. Make you do things you don't want normally do,
Yeah.
mentally, dudes. So that's why mental health is important, and we can't stress that enough on So Yesterday.
You
We
know,
think mental health is very, very important, especially in today's society. So
it's very important to have a support group, and nowadays, and it
yeah,
matters. Like it matters. Like how do we always say like even if you don't have a support group, it matters to open up and talk about these problems because the sooner you start opening up and talking about the problems, the sooner you can actually get help for your problem. It's like you should never bottle up all your emotions. Somebody who has did that in the past, it's never actually done anything for me. It's only got me even more hurt in the long run. So if you guys are out there, and anybody's out there who's has all their emotions bottled up right now, I'm telling you, man, you gotta get help for that. It's not gonna get
yes,
there.
it's not going to get any better unless you get help. But it all starts with yourself too. But if you feel like you can't do anything, or you feel like you're helpless, or you're like, oh, I'm never going to get over this, just try to reach out for someone that know and trust, like your close friend or whatever. Or if you want to just get help on your own, you don't have to tell your family about it. But I mean, if you're not comfortable, I mean, shit. I didn't tell my family about the whole gambling addiction, but it is what it is. So
Sometimes just writing it down is the first step because not everybody feels comfortable like talking to people. So writing it down sometimes is the best way.
yes,
You know, it's
I
like
100% agree, D Just.
right there in front of you. So just looking at what you're facing. So sometimes if you have to write it down, that's cool. Just read it back to yourself. So baby steps. You always got a
Baby
step
step.
there at So Yesterday.
Yeah, if any of our viewers or so yesterday or listeners are going through anything, just letting you know that we're here for you, and we wish you, if you're going through any addiction or struggle with mental health, just let you know that we care about you, and we don't want anything bad to happen to you, and we want you to be happy. And if you feel like something is holding you back, like what D just said, try to find that support group or that person in your life. I'm like, if you don't want to talk to anybody, just shit. I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It can be hard, D just, and it's like that's what addiction is, man. It can be hard to stop,
Yeah,
and it won't. It probably might take somebody like months before they figure out, oh, that what they're doing is bad. I mean,
and I'm
shit,
gonna add
dude.
by saying like sometimes people who are struggling with addiction, they do have to fall. Unfortunately, to
Yeah,
learn that they need help. Like I think the worst thing we can do with a person who has a problem is enable them by keep on insisting, let me help you. Sometimes the person needs to actually learn the hard way. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. It's just like the sooner the person learns what they're doing wrong, the sooner they're gonna want help even more. So yeah, I mean, there's so many shows on TV on TLC that actually display that. Like there's one that says, I'm not sure. Dang, watching it a couple days ago. I think it's called Attic or something like that. But Anyway,
Hey, D-Just, I kind of said that better myself.
yeah,
Very well done.
yeah.
Very well done.
But no, it's Intervention.
Intervention, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good show. Like if you're struggling, because they always everybody does try to get involved and help them, but sometimes you see people they save them sometimes, but sometimes they don't. But it's a good reference because there's shows you there's real people out there that are struggling. So yeah, next segment, I guess. We're always
All
here.
right, well, yeah, dude. Well, the next and last segment of this episode, we're going to go over a little Q&A session. D-Just and I have a few questions we're going to ask each other. We got 2 questions each. And I'll start off by giving my first question to you, D-Just. My first question is, what is one thing you want to do, or correction, what is one thing you want to change about yourself in the next year, and why?
I think one thing I want to change is I don't want to be so trusting. I want to get a little more confident. Well, we only said one thing, so I don't want to be so trusting. Like, there's times I'm way too trusting, you know, and that can be bad. I want to take
Yeah.
time to know somebody. So, yeah, that's the one thing I want to do.
Well, for me, D-Just, probably the biggest one. You said it just a little bit ago, but for me as well, I think one thing that I want to change, just try to get more confidence in myself. Like you, I know you talk about that. Trying to feel more confident because I feel like nowadays, or my whole life, I felt like I've been confident. And I know people have told me many times, and I know I've gone over this and so yesterday before, but I'll just say it again real fast, that confidence, in order to get confidence, it all starts with yourself. You have to say and make yourself feel confident. You got to say words of encouragement, positive words of encouragement, to yourself in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say, you can do this. You can do whatever if you put your mind to it, blah, 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 the usual spiel. But yeah, man, it all starts with yourself. I mean, you can get encouragement and motivation from other people, but I feel like the biggest thing for me is just like to get that self confidence. Because I know there are people out there that think I'm confident and they're like, oh, yeah, you're really confident in doing this
Yeah,
or doing that.
yeah,
So, if you know what I mean.
I get you. There's always people out there that think like, oh yeah, DJ, you seem like a very confident individual, but you know what?
Yeah.
Now I'm terrified every day. I mean, it's even worse now. That I got 2 kids now. It's like, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared to think like, am I doing this right? But I'm doing a
Oh,
good
shit, man.
job. I'm doing a great job, but at one time, you just think not the right way. You just be all taken away just like that. But I try to stay positive when I'm with them, and I always try to smile and just make them have the best time they can because only live once.
Yeah,
And
exactly. 100% agree, dude.
yeah,
So,
so
you want to ask your first question now?
of course, oh, you know what was your first impression of when you first met me?
To be honest, bro, when I first met you in high school, shit, man, I met you when we were downstairs with Mrs. Murphy and uh, Mrs. Murphy,
Miss Bigot?
Miss Bickett. Who else was down there? Oh, Miss Morton.
Yeah,
All
it's
of
more
them.
so weird.
Miss Morton was the OG, dude. I liked her a lot. I liked
You
her
know
a
what?
lot,
Think
dude.
back now, she's old school. So you
Yeah,
can't.
she is old school.
I can't.
100% agree.
Bro, I see that now and appreciate that because she also gave me some value skills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it takes time to appreciate some of the stuff she taught you.
Yeah, she said some really, really, really good stuff. So I 100% agree. But anyway, my first impression of you, D Just, honestly, I thought I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I thought the very first time I saw you and you saw me, I honestly thought that you were out to get me, man. You had to find some way to be like, I don't know, man. I feel like you just didn't like me or something. I'm like this dude's sitting over here, and I know you talked to me before, but I just thought like, or we talked, and it's like I just thought you were. I don't know, man. I thought you didn't like me at first, and I thought you were like you would easily get angry. I don't know, man. That's what I really thought at first, and I was dead wrong. But just in high school, I mean, we were both awkward, dude. I was awkward in high school. I'm sure you were. I mean,
Oh,
it was at that stage of our lives, dude. I mean, like fuck. I mean, I met you when I was my sophomore year.
yeah.
Yeah, sophomore year. I met you my sophomore year. I think you had to have been a senior. I think. No. Yeah. And yeah, man, I just thought for some reason I thought that you were out to get me for whatever. I don't know, man. That's weird to think of first impression, dude. But don't be offended, dude.
I'm not, man. It's all right.
Yeah, man. So, what was your first impression of me, though? I'm kind of curious now. What you thought of me at first?
Well,
You thought
Cody,
I was weird, probably.
saw you. You had your Game Boy, your game in your hand, and
Yes, dude.
I think the following day, Elijah walked past you too. You still had your Game Boy in your hand, and you used to play your Game Boy sitting down with your hat tilted down on, covering your eyes and everything. So, mind you, I didn't really have negative thoughts about you. I thought you were a little odd, but I mean, I thought, okay, that's his niche. He's into that. He's into Game Boys and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of kids on here that like Game Boys. I mean, I didn't never seen one person bring them to school. Besides,
Bro, I was way into Pokemon and everything, dude.
Courtney brought hers. Courtney, I think, was bringing her Game Boy to school too at one point. But I just thought you were a different cat, and I always had a little bit of respect for you because I thought that was brave. You doing all that. But I did admire the fact you were smart. You were smart. I was smart too, but you were smart like in a way like I knew Connor had like the computer, the camera, smarts, and all that stuff, and
Yeah, man, for sure.
cross country, which I admired that about you too, because it takes a lot of stamina, a lot of patience to do cross country. So
Oh yeah, man. I loved doing that when I was
so I
younger.
loved when I saw you start doing that. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, wasn't my
Yeah, man. It does take a lot of motivation, like because all running is it's mental, dude. You have to keep going. I mean, your body can keep going, but your mind's always telling you if you're tired, you feel tired, you'd be like you can't keep going until you basically collapse. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, when you're running, dude, like long distance, like I feel like you're like fucking tired. You just want to stop. But
yeah,
yeah,
good adrenaline.
running in general, dude, it's just I feel like all of it is just self motivation, it's all in your head. I mean, that's what Coach
Yeah,
L taught us.
always tell
Shout
every
out to Coach L.
yeah
He
he's
was the best
always
coach I've had in my
coach
whole entire life. So
a real one. He is a real one. Like he
yeah.
always motivated me before every sprint I ever did. Every sprint I ever took, like he told me, you can do this. You can do this. All you
Mhm.
got to like motivate yourself. Remember back then though, like the cafeteria didn't do none of us justice. We had all the junk food you could ever think of back then at that cafeteria. We had pizza. We had Subway. We had all the candy you could ever imagine at that school back when we were there. Like
Yeah,
good.
man. High school was a different breed, dude. I mean, we were spoiled as fuck, dude. I thought at that school, man. When
I
it
hear
comes to that,
tuition there thing. It's so bad there. It's like really expensive to go to St. B nowadays.
bro. I mean, I thought it was expensive when I was there. My brother and I went. So like, I mean, we all went there. Fuck me, you, CJ, Courtney, everyone else. We
It,
know all our other
I
friends.
really appreciate graduating from that school. I'm not gonna lie.
I
It's like
know, right?
I'm part of a little like family, basically. It's like yeah,
Pretty much is. I mean, shit. I guess we should be proud to be alumni,
I am.
right?
I that don't mean I'm be giving back no money to that school though.
Yo, I haven't donated anything to that school, and I keep getting fucking bombarded with emails. When you donating?
Yeah,
St. V's needs your donation.
raffle tickets.
Support your alma mater. Fuck that. No.
They sent me raffle tickets. My
Yeah.
class never once sent me an invite for the class. Class never, never. I was sitting there thinking myself like, wow, okay,
Yeah, man. Jeez.
yes, okay.
Good times, man. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to go over these other two questions?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So my next question for you is, how do you want to be remembered for when you die?
Ooh. Well, I got it all planned out. Actually, I wanted to say, loving father, loving good friend, cared about others, and was a good son. And I'm probably gonna have like, if there's even room left, I'll probably have one of my favorite quotes on
Yeah,
there.
man. You need those quotes to live by, dude.
But I definitely, have all those things I just said. I'm currently doing that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
man.
it's simple, you know, simple stuff. It's scary to think about one day we're gonna actually die, but
Yeah, it's scary, man. I agree.
I mean, I couldn't
So,
not being able to see my two little boys like faces.
oh yes.
So now that I have kids, I'm like, oh no, it's like, oh, one day I'm not gonna be able to see them physically in this world. It kind of makes me sad a little bit, but it is what it
Jeez,
is.
man. Jeez.
But my memory's gonna live on forever. So
Right?
yeah,
I like it, man.
yeah,
I like that. All right. Well, did you want to ask me that last question? Your last question?
yeah. My last question to you is: what is your biggest regret?
Oh, dude, I have a lot of big regrets. I can go on for another 15 minutes about it, but I won't. I won't drag on the podcast or episode even longer.
You could change.
But what was that?
You could change anything.
If I can change anything in the past, oh, there's so many things I wanted to change. Honestly, I think the most important thing, honestly, I wish if I can go back and change the past, I probably would. When I went to Kent State, I probably would have had the major I ended up getting my degree in before, instead of wasting 3 years of my life doing a major and then end up changing it. I feel like that's why I want to go back and change. 'Cause I feel like it could have got me a job sooner in my degree field. Because when I went to Kent State, I'm sure everyone's heard this before. But I'll mention it again for those who haven't heard. When I first went to Kent State for college, I was majoring in criminal justice, and it took me 3.5 years to figure out that wasn't for me. And then that's when I changed it to aviation, and then I got my degree in Bachelor of Science with a concentration in air traffic control, with my minor in aircraft dispatch. And I wish I would have done that 3 years earlier, back when I first went to or started college. And I feel like those 3 years, man, because there's an age gap for my job, or not an age gap, an age limit. So, like, if I wanted to be an actual controller, dude, I have to be younger than 32 years old, and I'm 30 right now. And I still have one more chance to try to get a job with controlling, because like I told you guys on season 5, episode 1, I'm doing flight service right now, which is completely different than air traffic control, but it's still in the same field. But if I want to have a shot at going down to the lower 48 and being a controller in a tower, a radar room, or a center, yeah, those days are coming up. Those days are numbered. And that's the biggest regret. That's one thing I wanted to change. I feel like those 3 years I could have had more time to actually get selected sooner than just this time last year. So yeah, man, that's just my biggest regret. So for
Yeah,
my life goal, dude. So
I think my biggest regret would be when I was at college at Akron U, when I had that nice dorm and everything like that. I'm mad I took it all for granted. You know, I should
Yeah.
appreciate all that stuff more. You know, I think about that stuff daily at night, every single day, about how came so close and just got involved with the wrong person, and now she's graduated, and I, I'm still trying to graduate. And it's just a process that you think about sometimes. It's just like, man, what the fuck was I thinking? But you learn not to dwell on the past and
Yes, dude, you're right.
forward, but
100%.
it
I
still
agree.
sucks because, like, wow, life is really like a bicycle in full fucking gear. It does not stop for no one. But you know what? I'm gonna keep persevering, keep pushing. Just like the show says, we don't chase people, we chase our dreams here. And you know what? That's been the motto for a minute now. You know,
It's been the motto since the start of So Yesterday, man. Over 2 years now.
yeah,
And we mean that. And I mean, I end every episode with my quote of the day of always live every day until the day you die, because you never know when your life will end, because it can end any moment, any day, any hour, any week, any year. You never know when it's your time to go. I mean, we can have everyone can have like a freak accident, and then pretty soon your life's gonna be over with, and it's like that's why I always say live every day to the fullest until the day you die. So hug your family members, because you never know when their time will be up too, and it's like treat everybody, your friends too. So yeah,
yep. But
and you're right, man. You're completely right though about not going back and changing the past, because I'm trying to learn not to dwell on the past, because I've been dwelling on the past just recently, and it's been kind of hard to not dwell because like I said, there's a lot of things I want to go back and change, but I can't change them, man. You know what they say? That's water over the bridge, water over the dam. It's over with.
the sooner we learn to accept we can't change certain things, the better off we'll be. And that's something I've been learning as time goes on. We can
Yes,
sit there and dwell on somebody, and they're out there living their best life and not thinking about us for 1 minute. So it's better we focus on moving on and just living in the moment because life is short.
I 100% agree, dude. I like that. 100% agree. Life is short. Yes.
But yeah, but
Well,
that just about wraps up this episode of So Yesterday, season 5. Is this?
episode 4, man. Episode 4. Yeah, I thought that was a very beautiful way to end this episode, to be honest, guys. And what we always say before we end an episode of So Yesterday for the week? We always thank you guys for tuning in to us, listening, watching us on our YouTube videos. Because, DJs, we've been uploading them to YouTube now. So if you guys are watching on there, these episodes we support you, or we appreciate the support. And make sure don't forget to like, subscribe, share the podcast with your friends, coworkers. I mean, shit, if you want to share with your family, go ahead. I mean, if you're comfortable with that. So
Yes, sir.
also, don't forget, we have previous seasons on Spotify. So if you want to listen to seasons 1 through 3, 4, whatever, they're all on there. So
And number 4, that goes off of Lady K, Mr. J.
okay, yes.
Yes, and it branches off to the return of the original host.
So yes.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, guys. And I'm going to say it again because I know I mentioned it a few minutes ago, but before we, no matter what, end, I say, no matter where you're tuning in, iPhone, iPad, laptop, whatever, personal device. We appreciate you guys' support every single week, because I know recently there's been people that have been saying really good stuff about our podcast and they want us to keep going. And we appreciate your support. I mean, like I said, spread the word and get So Yesterday bumping and popping. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
Like I always say, don't chase people, chase your dreams. Keep supporting the podcast. Me and Troop been working very hard. And most importantly, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Be
100%
safe.
agree. And
Love
no
you.
matter what I say, too, D-Just, live every day to the fullest until the day you die. I said that a few minutes ago, but I mean it. So, hope you guys are enjoying life. We want you guys to enjoy life, be happy, and we're always going to be there for you no matter what. You know, if you ever want to talk, I mean, we have, you know, if you want to talk, message us on Instagram. We got our Instagram. If you want to message, DM us, you know, anything, you know, don't be afraid. You know, well, we'll talk to you. So, yeah. So, yeah, we appreciate the support.
With that being said, this has been so yesterday. Duh. We're out.
Yeah, we're out, guys. Peace out. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.